guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Life Like Bunny. I am Bunny, the life that is off. I have got another video for you guys. If you've not read the title, today's video is me talking about a truth I've discovered, okay? The real fucking reason they do not let black people into white neighborhoods, and they really make it very motherfucking hard for us to get a mortgage, to rent in there, even just by the sound of your name or literally the way you write your name. They go out of their way to basically be anti-black when it comes to these motherfucking neighborhoods. It's on purpose. And the reason I found is because they are motherfucking experimenting on all of us. They're experimenting on the white people and they're experimenting on the black people. And if you're doing experiments, you need your groups controlled, which means you don't want them to mix, because if they mix, the results are going to become not good or sufficient. You know what I mean? It means your results are skewed. So what do? If you want to experiment on white people, you put them in the white neighborhood suburbs. If you want to experiment on the black people, you put them in the fucking black ghettos because you want to treat us worse. That's what you've done. Okay? And any crossover section is specifically forbidden, and you do everything you can to stop that, because that's going to skew up your fucking results. Because one black person in a predominantly black neighborhood is going to change how things are done. It's going to skew your results. It's going to skew the mannerisms and the behaviors of these people. Same if you put one white person in a black situation in a black neighborhood, they are going to also, their behavior is going to change the neighborhood, and it's going to skew their behavior, and perhaps humanity exchange, and then suddenly your tool of racism doesn't work anymore and that experiment is dead. What do? You separate them. First of all, the first experimentation, I personally think the reason they separate us is drugs. They want to know what type of drugs work on this type of people, on white people, and what type of drugs are going to be working on black people. So when they know how to infiltrate either of you, it's easy to distribute these drugs. Because if they're all mixed, but black people, for example, are only going for drug purple, right? You distributing drug purple at the same time distributing drug yellow to the white people, it's going to be very, very hard. So you know what you do? You give the white people in one area so you can give them drug yellow easy. You put the black people in one area so you can give them drug purple easy. Literally see, the food they give us is part of the motherfucking drugs. The fact that in white neighborhoods it's really, really, really hard to find fast food places in those places. It's very, very hard. It's hard to go in a white neighborhood and you're going to find a KFC or a McDonald's. But you go in a quote-unquote black-dominated neighborhood or brown-dominated neighborhood, there's going to be 5 McDonald's, 5 KFC, 5 da-da-da. Those places also have corner shops, where white places barely have corner shops. You know what they do? They have a spa. They don't have bossman shops that much. They're not, dominating those places. So ask yourself, where are they eating? Are they all cooking homemade food? Are they eating homemade food? So what type of experimentation are they motherfucking doing? Are they having extra time on their hands that they can cook all the time? Versus with the black neighborhood, where first, the white neighborhoods are going to have more grocery shops. They're going to have more farmers, literally farm areas where you can go get fresh ingredients. Versus in the black neighborhoods, where you literally have, again, bossman selling the stuff there. If you're lucky, you can have an international shop where you can get your international food. So I am telling myself, these like conglomerating in separate groups is not entirely an accident. It is manufactured by the government to keep us in separate behavior categories, to make it that our behaviors don't model together and therefore fight racism. Because you're less likely to be racist to somebody you eat the same kind of fucking food, because you're literally relating when it comes to food. But when you separate these people, they're not going to exchange food, which means they're being kept apart. It's literally divide and conquer in the way they put us in neighborhoods. A big example, I used to watch these shows about council house homes and how they distribute council house, and they make everybody go to Birmingham. Go to Birmingham, go to Birmingham, go to Birmingham. They never ever say, let's put you in, what's a white place, I would say? Cornwall. Let's take you to Cornwall. You never see anybody aside Cornwall. They always get signed in inner cities. Like cities is where they put brown and black people. But if they say, okay, every rural town in England should have a representational percentage of brown people, it would help culture exchange. That's what we need. But they're experimenting on all of us, keeping us apart on purpose to keep us separate. It's literally segregation. Why is it that the people who are council house assigning won't assign people to go into the white neighborhoods? But if you're a white man and you happen to qualify for that house, they're going to give you to a white neighborhood. That's what's happening. That is literally what's happening. It's decisions made on purpose. And why people think just because you're in a suburb you're safe. No, they're also experimenting on you in the suburbs. There's a reason why the highest literal cocaine intake is by white women in the suburbs, because they're driving your heads insane. So they know they can literally specifically engineer weaponry for white men or white women, and then they can specifically engineer a weapon for black people or brown people, and you're all separated, making it so easy. That's why it was so easy to fucking burn down all the motherfucking thriving towns in America. It was easy because they separated them, because it was segregated. When they segregate people, it's easy to conquer them. I know, because I want white people to be in all brown people's space, that goddamn fucking no. But when it's purposefully being separated and put apart, something sinister is going on there. Something sinister is going on there, yeah. That's it for today's video. Do not forget to like it, comment your thoughts down below. What do you think? Do you also, like me, believe that they are doing experimentation on us, and that's why they keep separating us in terms of racial groups in housing? So when you want to mortgage a place in some place predominantly white or predominantly black, if you're of different race, they're going to refuse you that, because you're skewing with their results, because you're skewing with their distribution of whatever fucking bullshit. Comment your thoughts down below, share the video with whoever will find it useful, and do not forget to eat pussy, suck dick, and everything in between. You're the fucking shot. You're the sun that shines in my motherfucking pussy. Pussy, 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 pussy. She said my name is Pussy Charles. Pussy, 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 She said I didn't mean to take his life, and no, it wasn't right. I can't even sleep and I can get it off my mind. I need to get out of my birds. Was turning out as a simple situation, turned into a realistic situation. Me just thinking of the time that I'm facing makes me wanna cry. Alright. But I didn't mean to hurt him. Could have been somebody's son. Then I took his hand when I put like that gun. I am talking about the thing that you were dreaming about. So what you really about, motherfucker? Are you about to scare about, square about, to scare about? Okay. Today's video is me talking about a truth I've undiscovered. Did I do the intro? I think I did. If I didn't, anyway, the real reason they did not let black people in. Anyway,